Okay everyone, welcome to our first lab. And before we start putting LEDs and resistors and power sources in here, the first thing we're going to do is, if you remember from our breadboard lecture on how the breadboard is set up, we're actually going to test it. Here's our multimeter, and let me face it this way. And you can see here, once again, this is DC volts here. The wavy V is AC volts. So we have DC volts, we have off. Then we have our milliamps for testing milliamps. This is for testing transistors. This little red thing with the white sound signal, that is continuity. We're going to be using that right now. Along here is ohms, and we're going to be using that to test our resistors after we go through the continuity tests for the breadboard. Okay, so I'm going to leave this off for now so we don't kill the battery. The first thing I want to do is I want to take these probes here, and these probes really don't fit well into the breadboard holes. So what I want to do is I want to take those, and I want to take alligator clips here. See these two alligator clips? I'm going to use red and black so there's no confusion. I remember the laser vlog I was using something different. So red to red, black to black. So now we have the probes hooked up to the alligator clips. But still, the alligator clips, you can't use those in the holes either. So then what we do is we take these little wires, and in one of the previous videos is a link so that you guys can actually purchase these. I think Make had them, like 70 of these things, different colors, for like $6 or $7. So anyways, these are great, especially for our breadboard. So we're going to put the red on the red and the black on the black, just like that. And I strongly suggest you do all the labs, because until you actually do this stuff, you have no idea from the lectures. You can't watch the lectures and then someday just go out and build something. You need to actually have practical experience. Continuity testing. Well, first of all, let's move our dial to continuity. We get a 1 there. And continuity means there's a connection between the two. So if I take this wire here and I connect this end here and then this end here, we get a beep. There's continuity. Of course, if we touch these two together, we get a beep. There's continuity. So what we're testing basically is if there's a connection between these two leads. So if we look at our breadboard, and the whole breadboard tutorial is fairly obvious, so you guys should have that by now. But I figured I'd make a little lab portion anyway so that you could see continuity. So we plug in up here into the red plus, and then we touch anywhere in here on that red plus next to that red line, and we have continuity all the way down. Let's see if we can do a little zooming in. Here we go. So once again, if we put it into the positive, anywhere along this line that I put it, all the way down to the bottom, we get it. If I put it into the blue, we get nothing. If I put it up here, we get nothing. If I put it into the red over on this side, we get nothing, because they're not connected. If I put it in the blue side over here, and I touch along the red, nothing. If I touch along the blue, that's connected. If I put it in the top row here, touch here, nothing. Nothing, it's not connected. Over here, nothing, even though that's the top row, but here, it's connected. Here it's connected, connected, connected. So those 5 ports are connected. And they're not connected to anything else. They're not connected to the row right underneath it. Of course, if I plug into the row underneath it, I get the sound. And that is it for our breadboard test.